Hi everyone, Kaary here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing great today. First of all, I want to apologize because I don't know if you can hear the noises in the back. My neighbors are mowing the lawn, so yeah, maybe you can hear it. Hopefully you can't, but if you can, I'm really sorry. Today we're actually building for my building Newcrest save file. So today we're actually building with only base game, and it's a museum. I really wanted to have as many community lots as possible in this save file, and having a museum, I don't think I've ever built a museum before. So I wanted to go for something that blended in a little bit with the environment. So I went for this kind of New Orleans type of build, I would say. I could be completely wrong. Don't take my word for granted, but I could be completely wrong about this style, but I just based it on different buildings that I saw around Newcrest, and I just thought to create my own shape, and it's kind of an H shape, and it ends up working really well. So I was actually quite pleased with the end result. Usually museums are not this quote unquote simple but I just wanted to have like a simple shape, and I wanted to have something that wasn't too in your face, considering this is a museum that it's in a kind of residential neighborhood anyways, because I tried to mix different types of builds. So there's not a specific area in this save file that is completely residential or completely for community lots. I added at least one community lot in each of the neighborhoods here. So I didn't want it to feel like it was like, I don't know, the community area in Willow Creek, for instance, that's very, very specific for community lots. In this case, because Newcrest is a blank canvas, we don't have that. So I wanted to add community lots in every single neighborhood. And I don't know, I really like this one because it's right next to the big Dutch colonial house that I built a few months ago. If you haven't seen it, I'm gonna be adding the video here on the screen. And also there's the save file, there's the playlist with all the builds that I've done for this save file so far. So yeah, you can definitely go and check it out if you haven't seen any of the speed builds yet. We're really close to finishing this save file, and I already posted in the community tab a poll asking you which world would you want me to renovate next, because I'm really excited about this kind of specific save files that I'm doing right now, working on a specific world and renovating that with only the base game and the pack that belongs to that world. So I asked you guys, I think it was last week, if you wanted me to renovate like what world would you want me to renovate next. And so far, when I checked, there was a tie between, I think it was Oasis Springs and also Brindleton Bay. Right now I'm checking, and Brindleton Bay is actually winning. So I think the next world that we're going to be renovating after I finish this one is going to be Brindleton Bay. So that's quite exciting. So yeah, you can still vote if you want, but so far Brindleton Bay is winning. And this poll, I think I'm going to be finishing it, like putting an end to it once we are in the last build for Newcrest. So stay tuned for that, because I'm pretty sure now I'm like 2 lots away from finishing. So stay tuned, check the playlist if you want to see all these speed builds. And yeah, let's talk a little bit about what you see right now. So we're actually working in the shape. We already finished everything, and we are doing some landscaping now. I really wanted to have a pretty simple landscaping here, so I added that fence that it's kind of a hedge, and I am adding some fountains here in the front of the build. In the back, I'm going to be adding some chess tables, so it's going to be an accessible space as well for the people that come here to the library. I mean, the museum. I don't know why I'm thinking about a library. I think I've built way too many libraries in comparison to how many museums I've built, and that's none. That, like, this is the first one. But anyways, we're doing some landscaping here. I wanted to have something simple, as I said. I didn't want to have something too overwhelming, too in your face. I wanted to have something that felt like it blended in quite well with the environment and the surroundings and stuff. So yeah, that's what you see. And I was actually quite pleased with what I did here. And also I didn't feel like I needed to cover every single space with furniture or with landscaping or anything like that, because as I said, this is a museum. I mean, you don't have a specific way of doing landscape when it comes to a museum. All the museums that I've visited are city museums, so they are in the middle of the street, like there's no landscaping at all, everything is concrete. So yeah, because we have a lot of different like grass areas around Newcrest, I thought it would be great to just have some plants and some trees and stuff like that. And I ended up really liking the end result. You see now that we're working in the interior, and we're gonna start with this wing over here. That's gonna be kind of a space area. I added a lot of debug items, but also, of course, because this had to be functional, I added some pieces that were actually usable for your Sims. So your Sims can view some pictures, they can view some of the statues, and they can do stuff like that. But I wanted to have like specific themes for each of the areas. So this one, as I said, is a space themed. So I thought I was gonna add that statue of an astronaut or something like that, and some other like space rocks and things that you see me adding right now. I ended up adding also this machine that we have that you can actually get the prints that I placed on the walls. You can get those prints from a machine that I don't know the name of, but I added it in here. I wanted to have a telescope. Let's be honest, I wanted to add a telescope here, but the telescope, like the massive one that we have, is too massive, and it didn't make any sense to have the telescope in the inside. So yeah, there's no observatory or anything like that here, so I thought it just didn't make any sense. I ended up adding that machine that takes these prints that I don't know the name of it. I don't think I've ever used it. Maybe this one, but maybe, yeah, I don't know. I've never used it. So anyways, I thought it would be like a nice addition to this area, and I raised it up a little bit just to make it feel like it was more relevant. I mean, all the pieces here are quite important for the display and everything, but I thought some of them may be more important. Right now, we're working on the prehistorical wing of the museum, so I added, of course, this dinosaur that is a decoration piece that we have in Oasis Springs. So I thought this could be like a recreation of a real dinosaur. We don't have like a skeleton or anything like that. That would be quite great to have. I mean, we do have the kind of a skeleton face, like the skull, that's the word. The skull, like a dinosaur skull, but that's from Get Famous. So I didn't use it in here. And I think that maybe we could have some more items for base game when it comes to a museum, because I wasn't sure what to add. I mean, there are some things that are targeted as like are classed as statues, and you can use them. Some others are not, and it was quite hard. I think even though we do have wallpapers and we do have toys and stuff like that, we don't have that many decorations or statues or things like that that are dinosaur related. And I was surprised because I really thought we had more. Right now we're in this kind of artistic area, so this is going to be like the music wing of the museum. I decided to add a lot of different music related pictures here, so you see there's a lot of different things. Here I'm gonna be adding some guitars, like a display of guitars, and I ended up adding a piano as well, like the white one that it's an unlockable item. I ended up adding that one here in the corner. This blue is beautiful. I have never used this piano before. I was so happy when I added it. And of course, there are some paintings, music related, of course. And yeah, we're now moving to the next area, and this is gonna be like pop art or something. I don't know. I know nothing about art. Let's be honest. I know nothing about art. And when it comes to me trying to figure out what type of art this is, I'm just gonna say this is everything kind of abstract to me. So this is kind of the arts area. I don't know how to say this. Oh my god. I'm so embarrassed right now. I should have studied this a little bit. But anyways, I added the llama sculpture there. It's supposed to be ice, but I thought that maybe it was just, I don't know, a crystal or glass or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I decided to add just random things here that I thought looked very artistic. I really like them. I think the paintings that I added here are some of my favorite base game paintings. And I just thought they needed like a proper space here in the museum. So that's why I added them. And yeah, I really like it. I think I was quite pleased with how the museum ended up looking. For me, never building a museum before, I think I did quite a good job. I think it's like, it comes from me, but I ended up really liking this museum. Maybe I wasn't so sold on the exterior of this museum, but having like working on the interior was really exciting for me. Also, this area here on the second floor, this is the art studio, so your Sims can actually come here and paint. I decided that I was gonna add 4 easels here because maybe you can teach a class if you want, like if you can mentor Sims. If you have a way up the painting skill, you can mentor some Sims. I don't know if you can do that with base game or if this is something that came with businesses and hobbies only. But at least if you have businesses and hobbies, you can come here and mentor some people so they can improve their painting skill. And in this area, I decided to go with these massive sculptures that I had never seen before. So yeah, I just thought they looked really museum worthy. And I wanted to use them. So I was really happy with this. I don't know. There are some things in the debug menu that I have never used before, and some of them are these sculptures. I almost never use sculptures when it comes to my builds. It's not something that I see usually in houses, and that's mostly what I build. So yeah, I'm not so used to building like using sculptures and stuff like that. And when it comes to community lots, I never remember that we have them, so it's quite hard for me to not to use them because I always forget we have them. But anyways, I moved them to this area here because I thought it was more spacious. And here I decided to create this area full of gnomes. So there's gonna be all these pedestals here with each gnome. I ended up getting rid of 3, I'm pretty sure. Maybe 2, the one with the flamingo and the other one with the chicken. I ended up getting rid of them because you couldn't place them in the pedestals. And I really wanted them to be on a pedestal. So I ended up getting rid of those. But I mean, having a gnome display, I think it's quite interesting. I would have never thought of something like that, but I just didn't know what to add. It was so hard for me to figure out what to add in the museum because we don't have that many things in base game. Even though we have gotten a lot of different updates, I'm pretty sure we're still not able to have like a fully functional, like a lot of variety when it comes to decorations and stuff like that. But now we're working on the back area, and that's pretty much it for this build. So I'm gonna be wrapping up this voiceover now, and I really hope you guys liked it. And if you did, please remember to like this video, also comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and also follow me on social media. The links are all in the description down below, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Enjoy the screenshots. Goodbye.